many towns already submitted a request?
I was at, I only know about the work that I'm doing. I went to Woodridge last night, the village, and they're in, and tomorrow afternoon, I meet with them to fill out their application. We have some other towns online to do so, but I'm also trying to be very strategic. Within this 12 million, there's 4 different categories. I'm not going to load up just on towns. Because towns don't get the highest allotment. The highest allotment is for schools. So I'm doing school systems because they have 2.5 times in their category as much as towns do. So I'm going to schools. They have a much larger load than you have. And so I'm going to some of them. I'm doing fire districts. I'm even doing a church. Their school education. So I'm trying to make sure that Sullivan County has a very fine menu of applications, and so that we have a good chance in a highly competitive time.
Another question is, if we get approval by October, what's the time span in installation?
You have it in your packet. Huh?
I don't know if we
Okay.
gave the time.
I can read what's specified, and this is a very long application. I would say installation time is probably going to be in March or April, weather permitting. And a system of 42 kilowatts would probably take them possibly a week. One other thing I like about this very much, the installer we have selected, you have a right to choose what you want, but this one is done with a group called Grow Solar. They did all of our farm systems last year, and every one of them, I just said, look, I bring this to you. These are farmers who are going to commit. I charge nothing for my service, but I charge you with something. You will hire local people to help with the installs. Every install here will have significant numbers of local people, primarily local people that we can refer to them who already have the insurance, but already have taken the certified courses to be installers themselves, but can't actually hang out the shingle until they've done 2 major and 1 minor install. How do you get anybody to hire one of them so they can become an installer? It's chicken egg. That's how we're trying to solve that problem. So eventually, and hopefully in 2 years' time, we'll have so many systems up, we'll have a very robust local upsurging companies to do this work right here in Sullivan County. Yes, sir.
I don't know if you can answer this technical question, but you said weather permitting. My question is, here in the Foggy Valley, how does that impact our efficiency of the system?
Your system, the system is measured by a Pathfinder device. I did not bring it tonight. I was here the last time I was here. I don't know how many months ago, Bob, but I had the device. We go up on the roof. We take measurements. We take what's the name of the camera? I'm a farmer. I can't remember all these things. Remember what kind of camera we use? Digital camera. Okay, that goes into I farm with horses, folks. I'm sorry. You take a digital camera. It goes through a special Pathfinder guidance system that calculates from the readings on these graphs what the radiance is here for this roof. That goes vetted by the DOE engineers and then by the NYSERDA engineers, and they put out a radiance calculator for that particular roof 12 months a year, and that's how the system is sized. If they don't agree, you don't get the grant.
Okay, see, that's sort of something a little different, because what you're doing when you do that is you're talking about potential exposure. A little different, because what you're doing when you do that is you're talking about potential exposure to the sun over the course of any given day.
Yes,
We have a really unique, heavy fog situation here.
Yes.
For half of the day. What that doesn't indicate is how the reduced lumens on the panels themselves would impact the efficiency of it, and that's my concern. What you're doing is you're tracking the sun, and you're saying on this day you'll be able to tell when it rises over this mountain and when it sets over this mountain. What you can't, I'm just curious, but my concern isn't the amount of time that you potentially have daylight, but when you reduce the lumens, when you reduce the heat for half of the day for a third of the year, September, October, March, April, we have very heavy fog.
Yes.
So I'm just curious if that impacts the efficiency of the system.
I would say yes. I say it's a well-based concern. I don't know that there is a scientific answer to that question, because clearly we are using analogs and mapping and issues like that. That would be like you'd have to measure it like we do for wind for 6 to 8 months to come up with measurement. I don't know that anyone could answer that. I can tell you clearly I cannot.
Okay.
I think it's a concern.
Should we talk about the 25-watt system with the incentive?
For the next video?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a second possibility. We have also a proposal before you, because we weren't certain we could get the engineers to come down. We weren't sure we could get the financials ready. And there is on the table, and has been since February 22nd of '09, a 85% subsidy from NYSERDA itself direct. This is not competitive. It is guaranteed. And it's at 85%. So it would be a 5% loss on the amount. In other words, instead of 14,000, it would be a 5% on 240,000.
So 21,250 net system cost.
Okay. So, and that's non-competitive. It is guaranteed unless NYSERDA runs out of money. And the response time on that probably would be February or March when you would know whether you get that system. And then your install time probably would be 3 to 5 months after that.